Hello everybody and welcome to the show. Yes, it's me and Mr. TB the Bear, everyone's favourite bear and number one Lewis Hamilton fan, aren't you TB? Yeah! Lulu! Lulu! Stop getting excited now, stop getting excited. Yeah, it's Monaco, baby, yes! The greatest sporting farce of the planet, yes. Monaco, baby. Even George Russell says the only exciting bit about Monaco is the qualifying. Yes, the race is bleh. Mind you, saying that, let's put TB down. Ever since we've had the two-stop rule, I found Monaco quite enjoyable. In fact, very enjoyable, but only in the game, not in real life. But yeah, in the game, the forced two-stop strategy actually does it for me. I like it. Yes, I like it a lot because I don't fall asleep halfway through the race, which is what I usually do. Anyway, hello everybody and welcome to the show. As Mr. Fail Race would say, welcome to the show. Let us get some F1 news now. Let's put that over there. And I was reporting about this yesterday, but we'll do it again. And that is, of course, the news that Charles Leclerc, Ferrari driver, says he had other contract options from F1 rivals before signing a new seal. New seal? Has he signed for a new seal? What's it doing? Going, whoop, 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 whoop. Is that a typo? Is that supposed to be signing a new deal at Scuderia and not seal? Yes. What's he doing? What's he doing playing with seals? His old Charlie boy. That's not on. I'm sure there's some kind of law against that. Yes, I think that's supposed to be deal. But yes, shame on you. Shame on you, Sky Sports. Shame on you. Look at that serious typo they've put there. Signing a new seal at Scuderia. Yeah, I think that's deal. Anyway. Charles Leclerc says Ferrari was always the choice for his Formula One future despite suggesting he had offers for rivals. Leclerc backs Frederic Vasseur's plan to take the team back to winning ways. Charles Leclerc has revealed he did have options elsewhere on the grid before signing a new contract with Ferrari, but said he firmly believes in the Italian giant's plan to finally return to the front of F1. How many times have we heard about the Ferrari's plan to return to the front of the grid in F1? Ferrari announced a new deal for the long-serving Leclerc on Wednesday ahead of the driver's home Monaco Grand Prix. Although no specific details about the duration of the deal were released by the team, and there are conflicting reports as to how long it runs to, the extension is understood to have been at least 2 years and ties him to Ferrari to the end of the 2028 season at a minimum. So he'll be signed till 2028 and then he'll have a contract extension on that contract, which means he'll be able to go for 2029 and possibly 30 as well. Leclerc's immediate future at the Scuderia had not appeared in particular doubt, given he had signed what at the time was thought to be a multi-year deal beyond 2026 2 years ago. But news of the latest extension acts as a further sign of driver and team's faith in each other just months into the sport's new era of rules. And asked in Monaco on Thursday if he had had alternative options elsewhere on the grid, Leclerc said, "There was, yes, but I'm not going to say who." They can say if they want to, but for me, Ferrari was always the choice. Now, I'm just thinking with my conspiracy brain now. What other team was interested in Charles Leclerc? Interesting. Will they come out and admit it as well? I'm not quite sure. But what other team would be interested in Charles Leclerc? Well, obviously he's a good driver. So I'm expecting it was one of the top teams. Maybe Mercedes. Maybe with the Kimi Antonelli situation, they weren't quite sure whether Kimi was the right driver at the time. I'm talking about a year ago, so maybe it was Mercedes. Maybe. I certainly can't see it being Red Bull. I just can't see Charles Leclerc as a Red Bull driver. I can't even see that in the equation. So I'm going to say Mercedes, possibly last year. But anyway, we will never know unless the team comes out and tells us. Leclerc was 18 years old when he first joined Ferrari as an academy driver in 2016 and graduated to an F1 race seat with them in 2019 after spending an initial year on loan at Sauber. Oh yes, I do remember his year at Sauber. Wowzers, seems so long ago now. The Monegasque is set to surpass Michael Schumacher's Ferrari appearance record next season, but whereas the legendary German won 72 races and 5 world titles at the team, Leclerc's victory tally stands at just 8 races, while his best championship finish so far is a distant second to Red Bull's Max Verstappen in 2022. And while he made it clear his determination to win world titles, Leclerc, who turns 29 in October, said, "It's not that I had a timeline in my head of when he wants to do it by. I love the team. I think that's pretty obvious from the outside," he said. "It's been 8 years with the Formula One team, 10 years with Ferrari as a whole. They have been one of the first people to believe in me and to help me get to where I am today. And I believe in the project as a whole. I believe I can fly." With Fred Vasseur, we have a good relationship, and I strongly believe he's the person that will be able to bring Ferrari back to the top. On team principal Fred Vasseur, who signed his own multi-year contract extension last year, Leclerc added, "I'm very on board with his vision. I really believe in Fred. This is the first car he's projected together with the team. Lots of innovation on our car, and we have a long-term vision. Obviously not too long because we want to win as soon as possible. That's what makes me believe in the project more than ever. We have a plan. Leclerc has faith on Ferrari's ability to challenge. After slumping to 4th place in the Constructors' Championship last year and failing to win a Grand Prix all season, Ferrari have made an encouraging start to F1's new era of rules so far in 2026, although are yet to beat Mercedes in either qualifying or a Grand Prix in 5 races. Leclerc, who sits third in the Drivers' Championship, 3 points ahead of teammate Lewis Hamilton, with 2 podiums apiece so far, said, "It's been a good start to the season, obviously not as good as we want because we want to target the World Championship, but there's been a lot of innovation on the car. We know where we are lacking, and that's more the engine side. We have a plan coming up, and hopefully that will help us get back to where we want to be. I love this team, and I believe in this project. For these reasons, that's why we are continuing together." There you go. There you go. Now, we've got a few more stories. If anyone knows, I was reporting a little while ago about Christian Horner and saying what was he going to do next. And I actually said at the time it would probably be better for Christian if he didn't do anything to do with Formula One. I said he could be a great consultant in some big company. And, well, looky what we got. Not an advert, go away. Looky what we've got here then. Now, this comes from GP Fans, unfortunately, which is not a reliable source. But as it's just about Christian Horner taking a surprise new job, I'll kind of go with it. Christian Horner has a new job as the former Red Bull team principal takes on his first major role since his shocking F1 exit in the summer of 2025. The 52-year-old Englishman was sacked by his all-conquering team after 2 decades of glorious success at the Milton Keynes operation. Since then, there has been much speculation about a potential return to the sport, with Alpine, Aston Martin and potential Chinese newcomers BYD all mooted as possible landing spots. For now, though, Horner is resurfacing in a wider sporting role as he joins London-based private equity house Oakley Capital as an advisor. And not wishing to blow my own trumpet, but that is basically exactly what I said. Yes, I said he would be great in a role as an advisor, consultant, whatever, outside of Formula One. He's expected to help in identifying and unlocking new opportunities with the hunt for sports assets in a highly competitive space. So there you go, Christian Horner has finally got another job. It's been a while. I mean, he's had that 100 million payoff, which has probably kept him going in chips and curry sauce for a couple of months. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, those houses won't pay for themselves. You know, those mortgages have got to be paid. So yes, he's finally got another job. Right, it's Monaco, babies. Yes. And with Monaco, there are a few things that are happening. If this stupid Google actually gives me a track so I can look at. Thank you. My goodness. Oh, we have to go to Wikipedia. That's not what I wanted. Please bear with me, everyone. Google's being a right pain in the backside. Ah, there it is. There it is. Here it is then. It's the Monaco circuit. And for 2026, there is no straight zone down the straight part of the Monaco, which is basically the start and finish line. There is not going to be a straight zone. So they will not be opening their wings in that zone. Yes, it's been decided. So I do believe the wings will be closed. Is it for the whole of the lap, or are they opening it somewhere else? I'm not quite sure. But for the straight zone, which is there we are. There we are. There's the start and finish line. They will not be opening their wings. Their little flappy wings, apparently. Yes. So that's the first thing that's going to be at Monaco. And the second thing is that now, finally, the engine homologation, I can't say that word, but you know the word I'm trying to say, have now finally been established, and they have been brought forward. They were supposed to be, I think, proposed in Hungary, but they've been brought forward to Monaco. I'm a little bit disappointed by that because, as everyone knows, Monaco is not an engine circuit. In fact, for Monaco, most of the teams make sure that they use maybe a medium wear worn out engine, or maybe even a high, you know, getting up into the high levels of wear on the engine, because it hardly uses any wear at all, the engine at Monaco. So they always use an engine that's, as I say, either partly worn or pretty high in the wear stakes. Of course, the critical thing for Monaco is the gearbox. I understand there's 7,232, something like that anyway, gear changes during the whole of the Monaco Grand Prix. So gearboxes are absolutely vital for Monaco. Engines, not so much. There's a little misconception about engines because they get 6 engines, I think it's 6 for the entire season, and everyone thinks, oh, well, they use 6 engines for the first 6 rounds and then they swapped. That's not how it works. They constantly change the engines depending on how worn they are, and of course the circuit as well. So if you've got something like Monza, you would not have an engine which is high up in the wear rates, because there's more chance of it failing because of the very high speeds at Monza. But they are constantly, because they are allowed to do it within the regulations, they've got 6 engines, they can do whatever they want with those 6 engines. The only penalties come in is if they have to have a 7th engine. I think it's 6, it might only be 5. But anyway, whatever it is, you only get penalties if you have to actually allocate a new engine above your original allocation. So they swap and change the engines all over the show. So you never know what wear rates, and of course the teams don't reveal it either, what wear rates are on the engines at any given time. And as I say, at Monaco they usually go for an engine that's either part worn or pretty high in the wear stakes. So it's not going to be a good test to see about the regulations. The regulations now that have been put in place is that there was the suggestion that Mercedes had a higher compression ratio. Now that has been abolished. Every single engine on every single car on the grid is now on the same spreadsheet. Absolutely. It's got to be, I think, 16/1 compression ratio now. So is that going to be bad news for Mercedes, which is, I think, the only team that managed to squeeze out the 18/1 compression ratio? We will have to find out, but unfortunately we won't find out at Monaco. It will not be a thing at all because, as I say, engines. So I'll have to wait for the next Grand Prix to see if there's any kind of change in the pecking order. It's been a little bit difficult at the moment to know if there's any change because we've had so many sort of stagnate. There's been huge gaps between races and stuff like that because of the two that were cancelled. So it's hard to tell what the actual pecking order is at the moment. I mean, we know that Mercedes are looking the strongest at the moment with Kimi Antonelli and George the Russell. But has that engine rule now nerfed them a tiny little bit? I'll say we're not going to find out at Monaco whatsoever because of the way the engines work. So we'll have to wait until the next Grand Prix. There might just be a tiny little difference. I'm not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen. So anyway, we will find out what happens. So it is Monaco, baby. Yes. Now, of course, the 2-stop rule is still in place. So they have all got to stop twice during the Monaco Grand Prix. I also don't see this super clipping being much of a problem, to be fair, because there's plenty of opportunities to charge the battery because of all the braking zones. Huge amount of braking zones all the way around the circuit. So as I say, I don't see them running out of battery, to be fair. Anyway, I think that's everything. So let's get the chat up. There's the chat. And let's go for it. Hello, Mr. Will F1. He says first. Yes, you are first. Well done indeed. Hello, Mr. Rugari. He says Leclerc made the right call. Bortoletto should replace Piastri. Wow. Now, there's a strong claim. Bortoletto to replace Piastri. I don't know. I haven't seen that kind of performance from Gabby that would warrant replacing Piastri, to be honest. I can see where you're coming from, but I don't see it at the moment on a performance level. I know Piastri's not doing very well, but he's still doing better than Bortoletto. Now, of course, you could say that's because of the cars they're in. Yes, I understand that as well. But yeah, I'm not quite sure. On that. Will says Leclerc has made a mistake. Oh, mon Dieu, Will. Mon Dieu. Jack Villeneuve, solid career, says Mr. Rugar. Well, there's a hot take, everyone. There's a hot take. Red franchise guy. Cannot see him anywhere else. Oh, well, I agree with you there. I can't see Charles Leclerc anywhere else. He needs to leave Ferrari, says Will. And go where? He'll crush his fans and team as well. Hello, Shane. Welcome to the stream. He says, how long has Charles signed for Ferrari? He's definitely signed, Shane, until 2028. But there are rumours around that he's signed until 2030. So he's probably got a contract till 2028. And then there'll be a clause in that contract which will give him a extension of 1 year at a time. So after 2028, he'll be able to sign for 2029 and sign for 2030. But there's always that option, of course, that he could leave and not carry on with the team after 2028 because he'll have the option to go somewhere else. That's in a lot of the contracts because obviously if you sign for a very long time and something happens to the team, the team could end up disastrous. Imagine if he'd signed for Ferrari and then in 2 years' time, Ferrari are pretty much down the back of the grid. For whatever reason, we don't know, but they end up the back of the grid. Charles is locked into a contract. There's nothing you can do about it. So that's why they have like 3-year contract and then you have 2-year extensions on that. And then on a year-and-year basis, if things are not going well, then you can have the option of leaving after the 3rd year. Sainz Jr. left and went backwards. Careful what you wished. That's true. As I keep saying, Ferrari are a flawed team, says Will. Yes, they won't win. Shane Botty, yes, he's here. All teams are flawed, though. Yes, I'm here, says Shane. Ferrari are different, though, so... Hi, TB, my favourite bear. Well, he says hi to you as well, Shane. The F1 26 DLC is finally here. Yes, it is. It is. It is finally here. Hello, everyone, says Caledonia F1. Hello, sir. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. McLaren are fast but silly. Red Bull is a one-driver team since Ricciardo left. Mercedes can be hit or miss with car designs. This is true. Shane says, if the Qatar and Abu Dhabi Grand Prix get cancelled, Dave, do you think there will be talks about what F1 looked like the last time they didn't race in the Middle East? Yeah, we're still sort of up in the air. I did see from the FIA president that he says that Abu Dhabi is definitely going to be on the calendar at the end of the year. Didn't mention Qatar, but he definitely said Abu Dhabi. Possibly because it's as late as possible into the year that you can get. I think it's 6th of December or something. He said it's going to definitely be on. Now, I don't know how he can come to that assumption, because all is not well still in the Middle East right now, is it? So, I mean, we're into June. We got June, July, August, September, October. I'm working this out on my fingers. We got 6 months. We got 6 months. But is that long enough? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Don't forget, they won't go anywhere unless it's 100% safe, because of not just the drivers, but there's the teams and there's the personnel as well. You're not just talking about 22 people on the grid that they've got to protect. It's everyone involved in Formula One. So it has to be not 90% safe, has to be 100% safe. I'm not sure in 6 months that is going to happen. That is going to happen. I mean, they're still dithering about signing these peace deals. It's still rumbling on and rumbling on. And, there's something else going on in the world that I'm not allowed to talk about on YouTube that's been rumbling on for, over 5 years now. So, there's every chance. So I'm not quite sure how the FIA president can even say that Abu Dhabi will definitely be on. I'm not quite sure. Now, of course, he did also say that if it wasn't possible, he's going to look into whether he can get some other circuits to replace them. But that obviously, from a logistical point of view, is a bit of a nightmare, because trying to get a circuit slotted in somewhere is very, very difficult. And of course, you've got the ticket sales for that circuit. You've got to get it organised with the race organisers and everything else actually at the circuit. So, yeah, it's a very difficult thing to do. So I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. So if Abu Dhabi doesn't happen, I just believe that they'll probably shunt the final few rounds around. So we're not going to end up in Las Vegas. We'll probably end up in Brazil, which I think personally is a perfect end to a World Championship in Brazil. Definitely not Las Vegas. No. But we'll have to see what happens at the moment, Shane. It's all up in the air, so nobody really knows. Leclerc already had a contract lasting until 2029, says Will. Yes, thank you, Will. Oh, there you go. Now he's got a contract until 2035. Yes. Maybe he's got a contract until his pension. Yes. When I'm 65, I'll still be at Ferrari with you young whippersnappers. I'll still be able to cut it amongst you whippersnappers. Yes. Don't forget, Juan Manuel Fangio won his championship. I think he was 55. Yeah, I'm just taking the piss there, because obviously back in those days, Formula One was an entirely different animal. Yes, entirely different animal. So you can't compare Fangio being 55 back in the 50s. To be honest, no, not compared with today. I mean, Fangio was a man's man. He really was. Yes. Oh, do you want some head protection? No, it's all right. I'll just put my cloth cap on. That'll do me. Yes, that's all the head protection I need. A nice cloth cap. Yes, that's it. I feel safe as houses now. What's that you say? seat belts, harnesses. No, we don't need none of that. We don't know. I know because it just gets in the way. I like to feel free and I like to move around in my Formula One seat. Yeah, let's move around a bit. That's it. That's what we need. Nice bit of fresh air on your back as you're driving around at nearly 200 miles an hour. Yes. Kind of makes you wonder how during the 70s they used to lose basically 7 drivers a season back in those terrible 70s era. 7 drivers a season. It's just terrible, isn't it? Absolutely terrible. But so there you go. I didn't know that, says Shane. You don't beat Vettel, Sainz Jr. and Hamilton not to try to make it work. Ferrari won't win until 20... There you go. You heard it here first, everyone. Ferrari won't win until 2050. That's a very long time, Will. Very long time. But you could be right. Caledonia F1 says Leclerc at Ferrari more certain than Marlborough appearing on the rear wing in the 90s and 2000s. Yes. Yes, indeed. These are all top racers. They might, you never know. Finally, Shane is seeing sense, says Mr. O'Gara. Ferrari won't win until Marlborough sponsor them. Yes, that's right. We need Marlborough sponsoring them again. That's what we need. Yes. In fact, bring back all the old cigarette manufacturers. We come back. All is forgiven. Yeah, nobody cares anymore about cigarettes anyway. I mean, who cares? Bring them all back. That's what I say. Yes. Let's all bring back the Winfield. No, let's not bring back the Winfield Williams. No. But let's bring back the Rothmans Williams. Yes, that's what we need. More cigarettes in motorsport these days. Yes. Don't do it, kids. Don't do it. I had to say that in case I get ritually sacrificed by YouTube. Yes, but no, bring them all back. That's what I say. That's what we need. We need more cigarette manufacturers. Not like what they've got on the cars now. I mean, some of these sponsors, who the hell even are they? Oh, unbelievable. All these dot-coms and mining corporations and, oh my God. It's not like the old days, is it? Eh? Not like the old days. What do you mean I'm seeing sense? Exactly that. Exactly what? Probably Canada. Yes, indeed. GP fans. Yeah, we don't trust that website a lot, but as it was just a story about Christian Horner, I've run with it, but as I say, I don't trust them as a website. Formula 1 was originally going to race in Magny-Cours in 2009, says Shane, but the 2009 French Grand Prix was cancelled due to financial issues, making 2009 the first year since 1955 without a race in France. Well, thank you, Shane. Thank you very much. Mr. Will, ERL Dom needs to be retired. Oh my goodness. Wowzers. Thank you very much, sir, for the donation. I'm going to like that as well. ERL Dom needs to be retired. Oh my goodness. Let me get myself out of the way a minute. I'm gonna send that to him. I'm just gonna put you in the middle of the screen there. Let's do a screenshot of that because I'm gonna send that to Dom later. I've forgotten how you do screenshots. Is it that one? It's that one. There you go. I'll send that to Dom later. I'll say, look what appeared in my stream, Dom. He'll love that. He really will. He loves a bit of what do they call it? Flagellation? Is that the word? I'm not quite sure. I should probably explain that. He loves self-deprecating himself. Is that even a word? I think it is. Yes, you know what I mean. He loves having a go at himself, taking the piss out of himself. That's what I'm trying to say. There you go. Yes, so you'll love that. Oh God, stop winning. Will donates £2 towards Dave's Chippy Tea. Yes, my Chippy Tea. It's back, my Chippy Tea. Oh my goodness. Let Shane get one made a good take. Yes. Have you heard, Dave, that the Belgian Grand Prix will be rotated along with the Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix from 2027 till 2032? I didn't know that actually, Shane. That's a shame because I love Spa. So if they're going to rotate it, all I can say to that is boo! Boo! Yes. Which means the Belgian Grand Prix will not be on the calendar in 2028 or 2030, but it will be on the calendar in 2027, 2029, 2031. Take my spa off. No. Gearboxes break. Monaco race might be done. Yes. Oops. And I've lost the chat. Oh, that's all right. I can do it from Will's donation. There you go. Look at that. And the Barcelona-Catalunya Grand Prix will not be on the... Oh, I've done that. Sorry. True. Are you on about what I'm saying? Yes. Only 4 people have turned up. Yes. 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 They've had enough already. They've had enough already. This is a strange one. I thought you were because you've heard that the Belgian Grand Prix and the Barcelona-Catalunya Grand Prix will get rotated. Will F1 gaming domination is boring fans? Yes. Yes, Will's turning into the Max Verstappen of the top fans. Yes, he's the Max Verstappen now, not Max this year, but Max of the last few years. That's what he is. 2-stop rule. Oh, wait a minute. 2-stop rule has been abolished. Has it really? Why didn't anybody tell me? Well, Will's just told me, but the 2-stop rule's been abolished. Oh no! Oh no! Does that mean they can stop once in the... Hang on a minute. So I'm not doubting you, Mr. Will F1. I just want to know why. I just want to know why. You can't doubt Mr. Will F1 because everything he says is always factually correct, you know. He's like the Wikipedia of F1 is Mr. Will F1. Here it is. Here it is. We got a result from AI themselves. The FIA abandoned the mandatory 2-stop rule for the Monaco Grand Prix. It was widely criticised because teams used cynical race tactics to artificially manipulate the field. What? What strange sorcery is this? I'll tell you what, we need to get that guy on this. Yes. Jimmy, fix it. Where are you? Jimmy, come out of your mum's basement, Jimmy. We need you now on this, Mr. Jimmy, fix it. Yes. Cynical race tactics to artificially manipulate the field? Oh my goodness, this has got to be, just that one sentence there has got to be worth at least 100 videos on this subject. Come on, Jimmy, we need you, Jimmy. Come on, come out of hiding. Come on. No, put the washing down. Come on, get on with it now. Why is this? Leading drivers were able to purposely slow down by several seconds a lap to back up the field. Here's looking at you, George Russell. Simply to create a pit stop window for their teammate ahead. The reversal of the rule was finalised when the FIA updated its official sporting regulations. The decision was driven by several key factors. Tactical farce. Rather than increasing overtaking or unpredictable race action, the rule resulted in one driver sacrificing their race to act as a rolling roadblock, destroying any competitive racing in the midfield. Driver frustration. Competitors vocalised their displeasure with the rule, noting that having to drive over 4 seconds off the pace for team advantage backfired and made a mockery of racing standards. Return to traditional format. With the tactic widely condemned, the FIA struck all passages mandating 3 different tyre sets for the Monaco event, going back to the standard requirement of using at least 2 different slick compounds. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wowzers. I'm very, very disappointed in that. Very disappointed in that indeed, because I was enjoying the two. They're all just going to do one stops now. Oh, it's obvious, isn't it? They're all just going to do one stops, and it's going to be another bore fest. It really is. Wow. And who are we blaming for this, everyone? George of the Russell. Watch out for that tree. It was him, wasn't it? I'm gonna do exactly what George does now every single race, and I'm gonna split on him, because we all know who the culprit was for that, don't we? George of the Russell. There you go. I'm gonna tell head teacher about him. Yes, unbelievable. The girly little swat. Well, I'm seriously disappointed in that now. Seriously disappointed. I was looking forward to the two stops, which means, of course, that's going to be translated into the F1 game. I haven't done Monaco on F1 26 because I only got the game yesterday, but obviously that's going to translate to that. Oh, God, there's going to be another boring race at Monaco again. Unbelievable. These selfish drivers, I don't know, with their $1 million paychecks. What is going on? What is going on? Now, half of them are not turned up. I think the Argentine Grand Prix, says Shane, could be returned to the F1 calendar in 2028 or 2029. There are rumours. This podium could have anyone on it. Where is the moaning Yorkshireman, says Will. I know, where is he? Where is he? Shane says, since the Belgian Grand Prix, we get rotated with the Barcelona-Cataluna Grand Prix 2028. Will be the first year since 2006 without a race in Belgium. Thank God he's nowhere near this stream. Yes. Hello, Mr. Helio Trophy. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I do apologise. I've got to do something live. I'm getting messages while I'm talking. So please forgive me. I've got to answer it because it's rather important. Right, I apologise for that, but it's one of those messages you have to answer. Right, let's get back to the show. Let's get back to the show. Oh yes, Mr. Helio Trophy. Hello, welcome to the stream. Ooh, good. He talks a lot of bollocks, does MBS? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. A lot of old bollocks. Will F1 Gaming won the championship yesterday? Shane says, I know that's what gets me wondering if the Qatar and Abu Dhabi Grand Prix do get cancelled. There'll be talks about F1 looked like the last time it didn't race in the Middle East. Red Bull Racing, the team built by Jackie Stewart. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Will says, Shane, stop spamming about the Middle East. Oh, hello. They're fighting in the chat again. I love it. Fight. Reminds me of the old, what was it? Harry Hill, wasn't it? Yes, Harry Hill's TV burp. Shane and Will F1. I wonder who'd win. Well, let's fight. Mr. Regala says, bring Marlborough to Ferrari. Yes, that would be good, wouldn't it? Since 20 there hasn't been a race in the Middle East, yes. Which means 2026 could be the first year since 2003 without a race in the Middle East. We need the Winfield Williams, says Will F. Yes, we do. We need the Winfield Williams. No, we don't. I can't stand that bloody car. Oh my God. I cannot stand that bloody car. Horrible. Horrible. Crypto, vaping, and all that shit. Yeah, that's all the sponsors of Formula One these days, isn't it? Crypto, vaping, and all that shit. And mining companies. Yes, mining companies. Oh, also, I saw this before I came on here. Aston Martin's livery for Monaco. So many people have said, in fact, I know someone who was a YouTuber who politely said something about, looks like someone's done a poo on the Aston Martin livery. Well, I'm going to say it looks like someone's done a huge dump on the Aston Martin livery, but there you go. There it is. This is the Aston Martin livery for Monaco. Let me just get rid of the lovely chat for a second because it's covering over the actual livery. But there it is for Monaco. This is something to do with the sponsor that's on the engine cover there. It's called Maiden. This is something to do with them. And apparently, as it goes around the track, that all this bit here, whatever colour you want to call that, I've no idea because I'm colourblind. The colour that I'm seeing on here is gold, sort of orangey gold, if that's what you guys are seeing as well. But that's what I'm seeing with my colourblind eyes. It looks orangey gold to me, and apparently as it goes around the circuit it changes colour. I don't know how it changes colour, but apparently it does. It must be some kind of magical voodoo paint on it. I don't know, but it changes colour apparently. I don't know whether it does or not, or whether it'll just change colour due to the way the sun shines on it. I don't know, but that's what it says anyway in the blurb. So there's the Aston Martin for Monaco. There you go. Now to me that looks yellowy gold now. But my God, who is making those decisions at Aston Martin right now? Because yeah, I think the biggest decision there is what's the bloody point of it? I don't understand. I don't understand the teams with these special liveries all the time as well. Just concentrate on developing the cars, please. As bystanders watching the Grand Prix, we really don't care about different liveries, do we? We want to see the cars going around the track. We don't care whether they've got different paint jobs on them. Just, you could have spent the time, especially at Aston Martin, because God's sake, how much trouble are they in right now? They could have spent the time on, a little bit more engine development or trying to get some more of the vibration out of the chassis. That's what they could have done, couldn't they? But no, they decided to have a paint job. Horrible. Horrible. Caledonia F1 says HRT, Hamlet, Rothman's turf. Yes. Hope to see Paddock 69 speak to this guy again. Which means there might be talks about what's the change in Formula 1 since 2003. The Bants says Helium Trophy. Yes, I love it. 2003 says Caledonia F1 since Jordan last won. Oh, yes. Wow, that long ago, was it? That long ago. Yeah, that long ago. Like, for example, Red Bull was Jaguar, Aston Martin was Jordan, Racing Bulls was Minardi, and Alpine was Renault. Yes, they were. They abolished 2 stops so they could do 4 stops instead, says Caledon. Yeah, now that would be a good solution. I'd love to see that. 4 stops at Monaco. That would be great. Absolutely great. Why can't we have that? Can't we have that? Now, what's the maximum we've had during Formula One years? I think it was 2003, wasn't it, when most of the teams did 3 stops, didn't they? If I remember rightly. And I think 3 stops has been sort of the limit. I don't think I've ever remember a season where they've ever done 4 stops, consistently. I know some of the cars have had to have done 4 stops due to incidents or accidents, but actually every team consistently, I don't think they've ever done 4 stops. So 3 stops, I think, has been the maximum. And I think that was back in 2003 when we had the big regulation changes, didn't they? Oh my goodness, and what a disaster that was. You'll see it on Autosport, says Helium Trophy. Nice. Wow, I'm surprised you hadn't heard that the Belgian Grand Prix and the Barcelona Grand Prix will get rotated between 27 and 2032 until then. That's really surprised me. Yeah, I didn't know that. Shane. Perfect. Monaco, Monza, Silverstone and Spa should be double points, says Mr. Regala. It's a strategy, for fuck's sake. Of course they'll be cynical. Yes, quite correct. Oh, that's just going to be a bore fest on Sunday now, isn't it? It's obvious they're going to just do 1 stop. It's going to be the soft or the medium and then the hards until the end. It's just so bloody obvious that's what's going to happen, isn't it? Oh my God. 78 laps, is it? 78 laps aboard. Thank God I've only got the highlights. That's what I say. It'll all be over for me in 42 minutes. Yes, 42 minutes. I have a feeling that Spa might be another circuit we'll lose in the future, like we've lost some circuits like Sepang, Nürburgring, Hockenheim, Magny-Cours. Yeah, the fact that they're rotating is probably a bad sign, meaning that they're getting ready to get rid of Spa in the future. It'd be such a shame. I mean, Spa's a classic circuit, isn't it? Absolutely classic. Will says double points should never be a thing. That's true. I think that was a stupid idea. When was that? Oh, at Abu Dhabi, wasn't it? I did, yeah. No. At this point, they should sign Will up to the CIA. Yes. Well, who knows? Will might already be in the CIA. Who knows? There's no way you can tell me a driver would not rather win at Belgium than Abu Dhabi. That's true. Have you also heard, Dave, that the Portuguese Grand Prix in Portimao is returning to the F1 calendar next year? I did know that, Shane. Yes, I did hear about that. The same way they made the Indy 500 double points. Caledonia F1 says there was no Belgian race in 2003 because of the cigarettes. Yeah, that's true. I remember that. This is also the thing, Dave. Cancelling a Formula 1 is more common than we might think. Yes. Will says, hardly. Brendan Hartley. You know what I'm going to do now, don't you? This is so politically incorrect these days, but I'm still going to do it because it used to be a staple of my all seasons on 2018. Brendan Hartley. So gay. So bloody gay. There you go, I've done it again. Brendan Hartley got Driver of the Day on F1 2018 at Baku because he gained 3 places. Nice. Dave Hook F1 TV Burt must return. Yes, it must. It must, Will. Yes, that was funny, says Caledonia F1. Yeah, it's going to come back, don't worry. It'll come back. Brilliant. You love it when we fight in the chat, Dave. I do. I love it. Yes, I love it. Absolutely brilliant. I love it. It's great stuff. Clowns on X who dislike these regs and call them artificial probably enjoy Baby Park when they play that. Okay? That's another example of what F1 looked like the last time it didn't race in the Middle East with a tyre war between Michelin and Bridgestone. Yeah, we need another tyre war. It's too boring to just one manufacturer. We need another one. Get them in there. Caledonia F1 says less green on the Astoon. Yes, less green on the Astoon. It's a neat summation of Aston Martin at this point of time. Thought they'd struck gold, but the copper's on them. I like that. I like that a lot. Yes. I like that. Epstein Stroll. Yes. Yes, Epstein Stroll. Who would have thought that, eh? Who would have thought that? Aston Martin need less shaking, more speed. Another example, says Shane, of what F1 looked like the last time they didn't race the Middle East is Michael Schumacher and Ferrari were dominating, which means they are winning championships in this era. Caledonia F1, Aston Martin, the Jerry Lee Lewis of F1. Yes. Yeah. 2025 Monaco Grand Prix wasn't that brilliant, but it clears 24. Yes. Another example as well is that they were in the V10 era. Caledonia says Stroll's performance at Monaco 2023 was nothing short of Crappington. Yes. Pretty knows me lunch. Monaco 2024 was really funny for Stroll. Alonso had to make a gap to allow Stroll to pit, and then he crashed. I remember that, yes. Oh, that was funny. That was funny. Why do you love it when we fight in the chat, Dave? Oh, it's just brilliant, Shane. It's just brilliant when you're fighting with each other. Yes, I love it. Absolutely brilliant. More fighting in the chat is what we need. Yes. Yes, more fighting in the chat. If you want to see fighting in the chat, you need to go to the F1. No, F1 fixed chat. No, don't. Please don't go there. Shane, don't go there. No, don't do it, Shane. Don't. Please don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. No. Don't do it. Stroll is rather decent, to be fair. Can't do F1 because Dave is mental. Yes. I'm going to enjoy it, says he. I'm going to enjoy Monaco as Pauline Sanze will be on the Canal Plus. Oh, nice. No, I must say, I keep saying nice. I've got to, I've got to look her up because purely for research purposes, of course. Pauline Sanze. Have I got the spelling right? Well, it says television presenter, so I think I must have done. Right. You keep mentioning Pauline Sanze, and it's time I did some serious investigative journalism at this point, Mr. Helium Trophy, because it needs to be done. So let's have a serious investigation into Pauline Sanze. Yes. Yep. See, this is my serious investigation. Yes. Have we got any more pictures? Because there's only like half a dozen. That's not enough for Dave. No, I need lots of stimulation these days. Oh, so that's her, is it? Oh, okay. Oh, she's on the Instagram as well. Let's have a look at on the Instagram because That's where the young ladies like to flaunt it more on the Instagram, isn't it? Let's face it. Oh, very nice. Very nice. It makes me want to get Canal Plus TV. In fact, yes. Even though I don't even think it's in the UK, but oh yes, very, very yes. Yeah. Can you go down? The only thing I hate about Instagram is you can't. Not like YouTube, you can't go down to the bottom and come up to the top, so you can't look at the oldest pictures and then come up to the newest ones. How many posts has she done? 466. So I've no idea how old she is. So it's time for Dave's game of let's guess the age of the young lady. Now, obviously, these at the top, unless she's got any pinned. She's got any pinned? No, she hasn't got any pinned. So, obviously, these at the top are going to be latest pictures. I'd say 29. But just looking at that picture, she's got a sort of 32, 33 vibe going on. Okay, I'm gonna say 33. Let's ask Google. What's her name? Sanzi. Age. Let's see. Oh, 36! Bloody hell. Well, I wasn't too far out. I said 33. 36. Blimey. Looking good for 36, I've got to say. Looking good for 36. Definitely. 36. Wow. She's almost a MILF. She's almost a MILF. 36. There you go. Very nice. Can we hear the voice anywhere? Let's ask YouTube. Talking. Let's hear the voice, shall we? Oh, here we go. We might hear the voice. Oh, wait a minute. She doesn't speak English, does she? Does she not speak English? Oh, it looks like this is the only one we got. Wait, we got that one there. I'll open that in a new tab, but I think this one's not going to be English. Let's have a listen.
Bonsoir à tous, c'est parti pour Daily Sport. On est ensemble pour revenir sur toute l'actualité sport de ce vendredi et dès le début de ce journal. On va filer au stade Jean-Bouin, Jean-Baptiste Esculier et Mathieu Blin en place pour commenter dans quelques minutes ce choc décisif. Le rugby.
You know, sometimes not speaking English doesn't really matter, does it? Anyway, let's have a look at this one, because this one might be speaking.
2 équipages Canal+, parmi 15
no.
autres équipes. Une seule charge de batterie, pas de ravitaillement possible. L'objectif, parcourir un maximum de tours de circuit en 2 heures, dans une course en relais où il faut apprendre à piloter autrement et où la moindre erreur peut vous coûter la victoire.
Ça va le faire.
Mais cette fois, je ne suis plus derrière le micro. Je suis dans la course.
She's not gonna talk there, is she? She's not gonna talk there. So I take it she doesn't speak English. I take it. Wow, look, that's the only it's the only YouTube on there. Is that a picture of, is that her? Pauline interviews? No, that's not her, is it? Yeah, that looks like all we've got on YouTube, Mr. Helium Trophy. That's outrageous. We need more Pauline Sanzi on YouTube. It's absolutely outrageous. Oh wait, what's this? Curated. Let's have a listen to this one. Oh shit, that's loud.
Bonsoir à tous, bienvenue.
Ouais.
On va faire salon. Alors, Paolo, Giacomo, et comment ça se fait qu'on a cette chance? C'est quoi votre lien privilégié avec la Belgique?
Privilégié parce que 200.
Well, she's not going to talk English
y a pas de
amongst
raison.
this lot, is she?
C'est fantastique. Pas,
God, look at these old duffers here. Look at these old duffers. Jesus.
C'est pour ça que j'ai amené ma combinaison Yamaha, parce qu'autrement, ils ne m'invitent pas.
C'est ta combinaison de quelle année?
Je pense 75.
Paolo, ce titre
oui,
justement,
Ils ont 2 années, 3 années, je vois.
ce titre justement, il joue sur le dernier Grand Prix, comme la saison d'avant. À quel moment, toi, tu te dis que c'est la bonne? Est-ce que dès le milieu de la saison, est-ce qu'il y a un moment où tu te dis que ce sera pour Rolleré ou jusqu'au bout vous avez douté dans l'équipe?
Alors moi,
I had no idea what she said, but all I'm going to say is, yes, please. Yes, please. Right, there you go. Pauline Sanzi. Now I know who you're talking about. Now I know who you're talking about. Put that down there and put that down there. There we go. Right. Oh, blimey, I've lost the chat again. There we go. Going to enjoy Monaco. Good. Caledonia F1 says Stroll's about as decent as Little Chef. Yes, Little Chef are absolutely horrible, aren't they? Especially in the UK. Oh my God. Oh my. Trouble is they've been around, I think, for donkey's years. I remember Little Chef when I was like knee high to a grasshopper, and that was back in the 70s. I remember we had Little Chefs. Blimey. Another example, Dave, of us fighting the chat was when I talked about Sinbad Marina and Spike from... Yes, indeed, Shane. Yes, indeed. Caledonia F1 says, not Sinbad again. Don't do what, Dave? Don't go to a certain channel, Shane, which I'm not going to tell you what it is now, because don't go there, okay? Because it's not for everybody. In fact, it's not for anybody, really, but don't go there. Click on see what I did. Clarkson ate at Little Chef. He did. Is that when he wanted that steak? Wowzers. Incredible. Oh dear. You see what I mean? Are you able to look up Sinbad carrying Moon over shoulder on Google Images, Dave? I don't know, Shane. Possibly. Yes, Helium. Yes. Oh dearie me, says Caledonia F1. The caterer is on the podium. Wow, says Shane. Putting in a solid performance at the moment. Caterham is showing its pace. Lovely lady, says Shane. Absolutely, Shane. Absolutely. SpaceX race. Shane says, I'm very fond of women. Yeah, me too, Shane. Me too. French on Dave's channel. I know. Sacre bleu. Sacre bleu. Shane Coburn picking up a great result for his championship. What do you mean I'm picking up a great result for... Despite Shane not having a load of Marina mentions. Just take out talking and there's more videos of her. Oh, is there? Oh. See, someone knows how to use the search engine properly on YouTube. Yeah. Oh, just take out the talking bit and you'll find more. Yeah, I love it. Oh, yes, you're right. There is lots more. Yes. Oh my goodness. It's like a buffet on here. It's like a buffet, isn't it? Which one should we go for? Should we go for the tiramisu? Or the I don't know. Let's go for that one.
We have been formally introduced.
Not the adverts. Oh. Where's my mute button? There it is. Apologise for the advert. Yes. Go away, Supergirl. Yeah, it's a rubbish movie anyway. Yes. Full of lefty lesbians. Full of lefty lesbians. Here she comes. Here she goes. Oh, she's dancing. This is what we need. Oh, yes. Well, listen. I've left the sound off because who needs the sound, basically? Same to you, mate. Yes. I like it. I like it a lot. There you go. Lovely. What else we got? In this buffet of Pauline Sanzay. Here's another one. Here's another one. Wow, she does a lot of sport, doesn't she? What's this, cage fighting? Oh, I like a bit of cage fighting, yes. I love a bit of lesbian cage fighting, me. There you go. Wow, we're doing well. Oh, I think that's it. Oh no, we've got another one. We've got another one. Oh, there she is. Lovely. Apparently she's got her own YouTube channel, but I'm pretty sure she hasn't really. And obviously it might not be her anyway. Oh, they are videos of her, but it's obviously one that a fan's made up. You know, a fan. What else we got? Oh, we got another one. Here we go. She's commentating on golf now. Wow, twin microphones. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, is that it? What's this one? 2021 Pauline Sanzi. Wow. Oh, Pauline Sanzi 11 now. What is this? What is going on, YouTube? I can hear what she's saying. You can't, but I can. Yeah. Absolutely. Totally agree with you. Blimey, there's a lot of on YouTube. Look at all this lot. Look at all this lot. Wow. Just goes to prove one thing. There's still a lot of perverts in the world, isn't there? Wow. 80. What's this? 80 minutes of Pauline's. What the hell's going on? Oh, advert. Oh, another advert. Come on, where is she? Oh, there she is. Fantastic. Anyway, yeah, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Bloody hell. Where'd I get to? Click on see more. Yes. Yes, yeah. Oh, dear me. The caterer's on the podium, putting in a solid performance at the moment. Caterham is showing its pace. Lovely lady. French Shane Curver. What do you mean I'm picking up a great result for the championship? Just take out talking and there's more. Right, here we go. I found the chat again. The amount of times I lose this chat is redonkulous, and I've lost it again. Yes. What do you mean not having a load of Marina mentions? I finally managed to get it. Across the pond, they all know us international. Only 6 races so far, says Caledonia F1. Get Jolly off Palmer on this all season's rubbish, says Will. Yes, that's what we need. Jolly off Palmer. That's what we need, Will. Jolly off Palmer. Don't go there. The moaning Yorkshireman's favourite driver, Jolly off Palmer, says Caledonia F1. Yes. Regala actually would be doing rather well if Will F1 Gaming didn't steal the Queen's money. Oh, forgot, it's not even hers. Okay, Dave, thank you for telling me not to go to a certain channel, Dave. That's all right. That's all right. Show us fixed as Will. Honestly, we could have gone through the whole thing, and now you want me to. At least Will's money goes some way to funding Dave's GPT. Yes. Yes, show fixed. It might make my head sore without drinking John Smith's. All right, everyone. Just remember, I can't show the... Here we go, everyone. This is F1 Fixed, which is incredibly difficult to find because of the fact it says F1 Fixed. It's all right if you're looking at it on a desktop, but if you're looking at it on your TV on the app, it takes a long time to get it because you've got to put F in, and then you've got to change to the numbers category to put the 1 in, and then you've got to change back to the letters again. He really should have thought about that more, about people on TVs. Yes, because the TV growth of YouTube is actually growing every single year. More people are watching YouTube on the app on TVs, on smart TVs now, than they are actually on mobiles. Apparently, it's getting very sort of evened out. So he should have thought about that, because it's very, very difficult to type that in, especially if you're using your remote control, which is what I use, to put in Fixed. Yes. Anyway, this is the wonderful Fixed channel, everyone. Yes. Everything is here. Yes, the whole circus is here. You've got the dog-faced boy. You've got the bloke that can turn into a snake. Everything that you want for your carnival is here on the Fixed channel. And Shane, don't go here. Okay, don't go here. I mean, just look at the imaginative titles we've got. Just this last video: Cambridge University platforms Horner. There you go. There's the last imaginative title. We've got Canadian Grand Prix Verstappen Shaggers. It's just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yes, there you go. Brundle being a C-nut again. There you go. Brundle once again being a C-nut, apparently. Yes, here it is. Yes. Who really runs Britain? Yeah, apparently, according to James, it's about 6 people in the whole of the world. Yes, actually runs the world. Yes, it's just shafted. Yes, there you go. There's over 900 videos here. Yes, and just like Star Trek, there's at least 39 good ones. That joke never gets old. And there you go. Ban Verstappen. How Formula One mind conditioned the population. Banned by the FIA. Yes. And so it begins. Yes, he's also got another channel.
The pennies dropped.
He's got another channel called here you go, Crashgate, because he's submitted an entry into the High Court of Justice, because he knows what happened in 2008, and so he believes, as a friend of the court, that he should be in on this scam, and so he sent a very, very long document of about 22 pages at the cost of his own pocket, £18 in postage. Yes, £18 in postage. He sent to 5 different people, including Jeremy Corbyn, I understand. Yes, he sent it to Jeremy Corbyn as well. Yes, fuck knows what that's going to do, but anyway, yes. So there he is, everyone. So yeah, check him out. He's got 97 subscribers on there. I'll show you that actually. Here it is. Formula One Crashgate fraud. And there's all his UK submissions to the court. He did actually say in the video that he unfortunately hasn't heard back from them yet, which I find very, very strange. Very, very strange indeed. Yes. Very, very strange. Yes. Crashgate. Over 7,200 victims. Really? That many? Victims. That's a little bit of a strong word, isn't it? Victims. Maybe 7,200 people out of pocket, but I wouldn't exactly call them victims. Victims to me are people that are no longer alive on the planet, not, just out of pocket by a few quid. That to me is not victims. No, I'm sorry, Mr. James, but that's not factually correct. No, that's not factually correct. But anyway, there he is, everyone. Yes, Jimmy Fix It. Yes, if you've got a problem, Jimmy will fix it. fix it for you, fix it for you. Jimmy fix it for you, and you, and ba 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 ba.
If you were
I've got to go back to his original channel now. All the back key work.
initially to the 2008.
Yeah, all the back. There it is. So there you go. There is Mr. Jimmy Fix It. Yes. He knows everything that's going on in the world, don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know? Yes, yes. And he's got the answer to what happened in Abu Dhabi 2021. I'll tell you why, because he's done pretty much 500 videos all about F1 2021. As you can see, none of these titles are clickbaity in any way, shape or form. They are, you know, they tell you the facts in every single video title, as you can see. Yes. Epstein Island's all on there. Yes. What else have we got? Another F1 CNUT boy. Oh my goodness. Wowzers. Look at this. Look. YouTubers who are shit. YouTubers who are shit number 2. Wow. Wow. He also had to mention in one video, I think it's there, that that's at the Abu Dhabi, you know, that race that we don't like to talk about anymore, at Abu Dhabi, that he's actually noticed that the demarcation lines on the side of the track, if you look at that carefully, it says FIX apparently. Yes. Oh, fix. Yes, yes. Only in James' head could you work that out, but there you go. Now we got Jake Humphrey. He's apparently a big C nut as well. Big C nut as well. This is all very well, but there's just one problem with this that I have, and that is that if you type in to Google, can you use here it is. Oh look, it says, can you use the word CUNT in a YouTube thumbnail? And the answer to that is no. You cannot use this word in a YouTube thumbnail. Doing so violates YouTube's advertiser-friendly guidelines and community standards. Putting this expletive or any variation of it in your thumbnail will likely trigger the following: demonetization, age restriction, or content removal. So, YouTube, if you're watching, because you probably aren't, what the hell are you playing at? Your own TNC says it violates their policy, and yet, look what we got here. We've got loads of them saying exactly the same thing. Oh dear, YouTube. Someone needs to get rid of their AI, I do believe. Anyway, whatever. Look, he's even got a record. Yes, Verstappen Shaggers, a 12-inch vinyl edit. Yes, there you go. There you go. Someone who also doesn't know about records. Yes, we won't tell him that bit, will we? No. Entirely manipulated. What else have we got? What else have we got? Spygate revisited. Knee pads Benson. Oh yes, he loves Andrew Benson. Yes, I think Andrew Benson is actually his dad. I'm pretty sure Andrew Benson is James's dad. Yes, because he always calls him knee pads Benson. Yes. So there you go. Never forget. Attempted murder. Oh my goodness. Verstappen's attempted murder we got now. Wowzers. Wowzers. That's a little bit extreme. It's a little bit extreme, James. Attempted murder. Male online abusers. My goodness. Male online abusers. The face of evil. Oh yes, he loves Shaboon Mahmood. Yes, he loves her. He does. Yes, yes. I think that's his mum. Actually, is Shaboon Mahmood. I think that's his mum. But just look at all the lovely real men don't masturbate over their poster of me. Look at that. Look at that. Now that's That's not a clickbaity thumbnail if ever you saw one. Real men don't masturbate over their picture of me. Look at that. What's this? Oh, now we've got a little bit of retards. Yes, aptitude testing. Why it's so important that retards aren't given. Yes. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Raping of the mind we've got. Oh my goodness. It's just great stuff. Great stuff. It really is. Why Hamilton didn't go to court. Just look at it. Look at it. Everyone knows blocked. Brundle being a CNUT again. How many times can Brundle be a CNUT? That's the question. Manufactured engine ending. The Toto Wolff script. Wowzers. Wowzers. Response update. Yes. Shafted again. I mean, just look at this stuff. It's just quality. Really is. Quality stuff. Absolutely. And in case you're wondering, 99% of this is in regards to the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix of 2021, which, you know, most people have given up on pretty much after the race finished, to be honest. But no, 5 years later, Mr. Fix-It is still here with his underpants on over his trousers, yes, and his big long cape and his cowl, and he's going, I will be the protector of the world. Yes, because an injustice has been done. Yes, yes. While I was watching this Grand Prix on the television, there was an injustice and it needed to be addressed. And that's what he's going to do for probably the next 5 years, maybe 10 years. So yeah, Fixed will be going in probably 15 years time, probably still making videos about Abu Dhabi 2021. So well done to Mr. Jimmy Fix-It. Look at him, look, 9,000 subscribers, 944 videos. Great stuff indeed, it really is. Dear oh Lord. Dear oh Lord. Since you're very fond of women, Dave, are you very fond of Marina? Yes, I am. 400 XP, says Will. Dave's watching more French television. Yes. And tonight it's only you and me. This has been my master plan all along, Caledonia. She does more of MotoGP than F1. Liking this. She does golf as well. Wow. I love it. I love it. Goodness me. Like a lot of the videos we've seen. This is pretty lovely. So am I, despite the fact it's in French. So good. Damn, man. Mr. Will F1, oh my goodness. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm going to give you a pound donation now. A pound donation. Dave needs to watch BBC Alba. Yes. Another, oops, it's gone again. There it is. Another pound towards Dave's chippy tea. Had extra change this week, says Will F1. Well, thank you, Will. It's very much appreciated, mate. Thank you very much. Football. Doing my best Vettel 2013 impersonation, says Will. Pretty noseby lunch, says Shane. You need to do 9 wins in a row to do that, Will. Will F1 Gaming would probably have 7 wins in a row if not for me and TMY. Wash the dishes, still currently in 4th. I wash the dishes and clean my cat's toilet and only find myself in 3rd. Caledonia F1 says Fixed is a channel that is great if you want to fall asleep by midnight. Yes, you don't have to fall asleep by midnight. You can fall asleep by 11:30, basically. I've said it before. He's better than a night owl. Yeah, I just like. Oh, I need to go to sleep now. Let's put a Fixed video on. Here we go. And I'm gone. 5 minutes and I'm out like a light. Out like a light. Yeah. I woke up one morning and he was still going. He was still going because some of his videos are that long. You can get right through a sleep cycle and he's still going. I don't think it was that long. I just think that YouTube had then gone on to the next video from Fixed. But who knows? Maybe it was just one video because, you know, you can never tell with Fixed. Are you also able to look up Spiker Marine on Google Images, Dave? Yeah, probably. Fixed makes people in care homes look more sane. Yes. Fixed does make people in care homes look more sane. You're absolutely right. This is going well this evening. University star, everyone. Even William Hague. Yes, that's the channel you're on about, Dave. Not to go on fix. That's the one, Shane. Yeah, yeah. Don't bother with that, mate. I'll tell you, it's very, very toxic, and even more toxic is the comments on the said channel. So yeah, it's not worth it. It's best to stay away. Stay in your lane, Shane, as they say. 80% on a race from 2001. Fixed talks more than people at Waitrose, he does. Wait a minute. Was there something about vibrating panties at a corporate event that... I don't think there was. I think that was just your imagination running right again, Mr. Helium Trophy. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yes. Canada F1 says Fixed needs to send a letter from America. Yes. Interesting, that. Fixed is full of nonsense, says Mr. Regar. Yes, he is full of nonsense, but he believes in it. That's the problem. He believes that everything he's saying is absolutely true, But unfortunately, it's not. No, it's not. I did laugh at his court submission, though. I did actually read through the whole of the submission, and it just made me laugh. There were so many expletives, and he called all the judges sea nuts, every single one of them. I mean, who on earth in a court of law is even going to remotely take that seriously if the one thing you do is call them all sea nuts? I mean, you know, does that work? No, of course he doesn't. As I think I've said this before, he will be classed as a meddling nuisance, which is an official court term. In fact, I looked it up. Yes, he will be termed as a meddling nuisance, someone who, you know, bears no purpose for the case that they're on about and will just be, you know, forgotten about. Now, in these cases, what they do is they don't reply. They don't reply because it's far better for them not to reply, because if they do reply, then he will come back and start replying again. So it's basically just better to cut him off dead and not do anything. So that's why all these things he sends out, he never gets any reply, because it's just so much better both ways. It's better for him and it's better for them, because they've only got a reply, and then he's going to obviously start replying back again, because that's his personality trait. He's going to start going again. But yeah, so they just boom. No, they just cut him off. That's why they never take him to court or anything anyway, because there's just no point. There's just no point, because they just know that he's just going to keep on and on and on. So ignoring him is the best policy, unfortunately. But yes, ignoring him is the best policy. Dave might get sleep this evening. Pretty nosy lunch. Imagine if F1 watched the Scottish Premiership, his voice box would crack. Yes, it would. It would. Pretty nosy. Has he started the 1994 controversy? Not yet, Mr. Helium Trophy, but I'm sure it won't be long. Yes, before he starts that. Yes. The trouble is, his knowledge is based purely on what he finds on Google. Yes, that's his knowledge. And his knowledge is not that good. I mean, he made a mistake in his last video when he said Mike Crack was in charge of Aston Martin during the Abu Dhabi 2021 debacle, when in fact Mike Crack didn't even start at Aston Martin until 2022. Yes, 2022. There's lots of points that you can pick him up on, but it's really not worth it, really, because, you know, it's just can't be bothered. But yeah, he was completely wrong there. It was old Omar Shafanaza or whatever his name was. He was still the boss at Aston Martin in 2021, not Mike Crack. No, but we didn't issue an apology for that. You know, which is crazy to me. Didn't issue an apology because he got that wrong. But you know, there you go. Perhaps he thought nobody's listening anyway, which is probably true. Now, Dave needs his chippy tea and then bed for about 1:30 in the morning, falling asleep to either cricket or Fixed. Yes. Pretty Noseby lunch again from Shane. We need to know who that doctor is he's quoting. Oh, blimey. Doctor. Who's that doctor? Let's have a look. See if I can find a doctor on here. If anyone sees a doctor, shout out in the chat. I'll probably be about 10 minutes behind. Doctor. Oh, is it Dr. Christian M. Kim? Is that the one? Let me put the chat back on. Is it that one? Christian M. Kim. I'm gonna go to the bottom of the chat. Type it in, Mr. Trophy. Is that the one, Mr. Christian M. Kim? I'll get back to the rest of the chat, but if Mr. Helium can type in. Is that the one, Christian M. Kim? Yes, right, okay. Yeah, I did actually... I think I looked her up. Is that her? No, it doesn't look like her. Is that her? Dr. Christian M. Kim? No, that's not her either. Oh, Dr. Christian M. on Instagram. Doctor Christian. Is that her? Oh yeah, that's her. There you go. She's described as autistic, psychologist and a researcher. And from looking at her videos, she is possibly about as left-wing as you can get. Left-wing as you can get. Let's just hear one of her videos here.
It makes a lot of sense. By the way, I am a psychologist who works and researches in sport. Heterosexual masculinity is often organized around the intense watching, studying, admiring, fearing, disciplining, humiliating, and worshiping of other men. And as somebody who studies this...
Fantastic. Well, I'm just trying to see what the... It was a long time ago now, I think, that Fix was looking at. I'm trying to see if I can recognise it. I can't play the video from Fix because otherwise it'll show up as a copyright claim, won't it? And knowing Mr. Fix It, he'll probably ask to get this stream taken down. So yeah, I can't do that. So all I can do is off the picture, which is psychologist reveals. Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember which one it was he was referring to. There's a lot. There's a lot. Christ, people talk a lot of shit on the internet, don't they? Honestly. They really do. Yeah, I couldn't go through that and find out which one it was. But there you go. Dr. Christian M. explains how corrupt Formula One agenda... Yeah, she wasn't explaining anything about Formula One, by the way. This was just in Jimmy Fixit's head, as usual. Yes, she wasn't talking about Formula One at all. But Jimmy Fixit just saw this on Instagram because... it looks like he likes the young ladies. So yeah, he's just saw that on there, and he's now framed that into his head that it's fitted into the narrative of the Abu Dhabi 2021 debacle, because everything that happens in life is to do with F1 2021. I expect when he goes shopping at Tesco's, he manages to fit F1 2021 into the narrative of his annual shopping trip to get his Rice Krispies and his egg roll sandwiches. I expect he manages to fit into that the actual debacle of the F1, and I'm really taking the piss now, to be honest. But there you go. Jimmy, fix it. All right, when I get to in the chat. But it's F1 fix, so we could use any word that comes to mind. Yes, he could. Pretty TX. Shane's computer is broken, says Caledonia. Will F1 gaming on for a record score once a game? Why do you think my computer is broken? Because your keyboard keeps writing the same words. Imagine if fixed ran into Max. Oh, imagine if fixed did run into Max. This is another problem that people don't think about. He sends all these messages hoping that, Max Verstappen's going to see them or Martin Brundle's going to see them. Here's the problem. Try and actually send a message, to a celebrity. Someone who's, Martin Brundle, Max Verstappen. Okay? Try and send them a message. I guarantee you it's almost impossible. Because just because they're on the internet, like on YouTube or on Instagram, doesn't mean they actually look on the internet. They don't bother with civilians like us. They can't be bothered, because otherwise they'd get millions and millions of messages every single day. How are you going to sift through all that lot? You couldn't. So the only way to do it is to have no way of contacting them. And if you look on all the sites, look on Max's sites on Twitter, look on Martin Brundle, there's no way to contact any of them. The only way you can contact any of these big celebrities is through an email. And I guarantee you, if you sent any of them an email, you'd never get a reply. Because as everyone knows, with email, just because you send them one doesn't mean that they absolutely have to send a reply to you. It's just an email. Don't get a reply, you don't get a reply. And so, you see Martin on YouTube. He doesn't sit there every night watching through YouTube, scrolling up and down to see what people are talking about him. He doesn't give a monkey's. He really doesn't give a monkey's. And anyway, he's got personal assistants that sort out all the social media. Also, if you're on YouTube and you say something bad about Martin Brundle, like, Mr. Jimmy Fixit here, he said several things about calling him a CNA. Martin's never going to see that, He's never going to see that, and he doesn't care, because he trusts in the system of YouTube to be able to work out stuff like that themselves. Now, as far as I've just showed you earlier, YouTube at the moment are failing that duty, and I do believe that's because they're using AI search systems to check for this stuff. They really need more human intervention. But unfortunately, what you have to remember with YouTube is, it used to be 300 hours of videos uploaded every hour to YouTube. That's a lot of stuff that has to go through, and of course most of it now is done by AI. But the fact that people viewing this stuff, actually getting a physical Google employee at YouTube to actually look through this stuff, they haven't got that amount of personnel. I think there's possibly 2,000 people, 1,500, 2,000 people working at Google. They haven't got that amount of staff to look through all this stuff. So it has to go through AI. And eventually it may get seen by a human being. But even when it is seen by a human being, a lot of people think, oh, well, hang on. My video comes up and they say it's an hour and a half long, and they're going to be sitting there watching through the whole hour and a half. They haven't got time to do that either. So what happens is the AI identifies and flags up certain sections of that video, and then they can then jump to that timeline to watch the video. So in a whole like hour and a half video, they can probably watch any problems that are on that video in about 5 minutes, because that's the maximum amount of time they would have to manually look at any video. But that's all flagged by the AI, and that's the problem. I do believe that the AI is not flagging up certain things. It's, you know, it's letting things slip through the net, and that needs to be tightened up. It really does. So yeah, so Martin Brundle doesn't care. Martin Brundle doesn't care. I'll say he relies on YouTube to sort that out, because from a legal standpoint, if you're uploading something to YouTube, it's then YouTube's responsibility to have the care to control that video, whether it's bad or whether it's good. So it's down to YouTube. It's not down to Martin Brundle. As I say, Martin probably doesn't even know of Mr. Jimmy Fixit's even know that he's on the internet. He's probably never ever seen one of you, and he probably never ever will, because as I say, they don't care about civilians, us, people, ordinary people. They don't care. They don't care because they can't care, because they're too big and there's just too much to do. And as I say, just because they're on YouTube does not mean that they sit there every night watching YouTube. There's just no way. It doesn't happen. So yeah, it's stupid to even think that, you know, these people are going to see it. Even if you link videos to Martin Brundle or whatever, I guarantee you he's never going to see him. Never going to see him. Never going to see him. You know, because a lot of people on the internet have falsely believed that the internet is like the main space and everyone's looking at everyone else's. 54% of the population of this whole planet don't even look at the internet. I mean, look at like third world countries and underdeveloped countries. They haven't even got internet, and that's the problem. But even the people that have got internet, you've got the older population. A lot of old people are getting better with internet, I must admit, and you know, they're getting more connected. But there's still millions and millions of old people out there who do not give a shit. Do not give a shit. Which makes me laugh when Mr. Jimmy Fixit talks about, I think it's 8.5 million or something or other that missed out on this sporting fraud. Yeah, that's not who were actually watching it. No, that's just potential viewers that could have been watching it. But you know, it's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. That's my catchphrase, I'm saying. We'll go going 15 consecutive minutes. He makes David Icke seem sane. He makes David Icke seem... Now, it's funny you say that, because he does follow David Icke on Twitter. So that's probably all you need to know. Yes, all you need to know. He follows David Icke on Twitter. Yes. These clowns. Imagine Fixed and David Icke in a room together. Well, I think it would probably have to be made of rubber, and there would have to be some straitjackets for both of them. Yes, for both of them. It would be a 5-hour video. Yes. Hamilton was robbed. Marina is cool. So what makes you very fond of Marina from Sinbad? Yeah. She's very nice, Shane. Some stream this. Oh. There we go, everyone. That's the first timer. Fixed. Next week, Dave, listen to how Marion Roos's sounds. Oh, yes. Yes, please. Do you know that's my catchphrase you're saying? Probably. Also, we'll say the line. Yes, you've been saying it the last 3 weeks or so. I would love to see Sinbad... Padan. I would love to see Spike and Marina. Yes, I found the video. It's true. Oh, you found the video. It's true. Nice. And I say, unfortunately, I can't play it because of it'll get copyright matched. And I don't want Mr. Fixit bringing down the stream. Oh, my days. I wasn't hallucinating. What video is that? No, Fixed is real and it's scary. Fixed is real and it's scary. Wow, really? Fixed is a generational clown. It seems like it was part of a film called The Ugly Truth. Yes, that's it. Fixed is more than that. He is a rich tea biscuit. He is. He is. He reminds me of was it Percy Whitmore off of The Green Mile? If anyone's seen that film, he reminds me of Percy. He is definitely the same character traits as Percy, and we all know what happened to Percy. Yes, eventually his cream fell off his cracker. Yes, Percy Whitmore. That's Jimmy Fixit. Percy Whitmore. Yes. Damn, Helium Trophy. Crazy, that guy. Eagle eyes me. Yes, you have. Booty Noseby Lunch. Fixed issued an apology. Fuck me, miracles are possible. Oh yes, he did. He did do a couple of times, but he doesn't bother anymore. I bet there are some things you love about Marina. Yes, there are, Shane. Ferrari have been called hype boys by F1 fanatic rants. Yes. Poor episode like this, it's not too bad a result. Wow, at least I'm playing unlike that washed goat. Another lovely lady. This girl looks strange. The only left wing Dave likes is the one found in his KFC bucket meal deal. Yes. I'm not a fan of the left wing. I've got no problem with the left wing, but I'm not a fan of it. But then on the other flip side of that, I'm not a fan of the right wing either. The ultra right wing, you know, the Tommy Robinsons of this world and the Andrew Tates. Not a fan of that either. I've said many times I am conservative and have been since I first voted. In fact, way back when, you know, when you first started voting, and you pick a side basically, and I decided to pick conservative, and I've stuck with it all the way through. I even know people that have changed their views, but I've just thought, nah, can't be bothered. Because as I've always said, they're all as bad as each other. So it doesn't matter who you vote for, they're all as bad as each other. I mean, the Conservatives got out of the UK, and everyone said, oh, finally it's going to be a great start with... now what's happening with Labour? Exactly the same thing. Because as I say, they're all as bad as each other. So it doesn't matter who you vote for. So yeah, I am conservative, but I'm not ultra right wing. I'd say on a right wing scale, I'm probably, if you go 1 to 10, I'm probably 6. So just off the middle. That's my as far as right wing goes. Yes, I believe in equality. Everyone should be equal. I don't go in for any of this bullshit of being, you know, far superior than anyone else. I don't believe in that whatsoever. No, that goes right against my policies. Yes. I do like that though, that KFC statement. That's a classic. Good God. Nah, it doesn't matter. We've heard enough. Yeah, it does. We seriously has had enough. So many women. A lot of ladies. Pretty Noseby Lunch. Seriously, we've had enough. So many women, a lot of ladies. Dr. Christian M. Stuart GP, interesting team. Nah, he's more of a Frosties guy, isn't he? Yeah, yes, he is more of a Frosties guy. Yes, he is. We're on for 5th. Yes, Fixed is a very strange cat. Yes, he certainly is. They cannot be bothered. Yes, she does. Jackie Ixt thanked me for wishing him a happy birthday. Oh, nice. Nice. Excellent. Jackie Hicks was a solid Grand Prix racer, better in WRC and the Dakar. Will needs to say the statement, otherwise I will upload to my channel. Oh, there you go, Will. There you go. I think Will might have fallen asleep. Since the Portuguese Grand Prix will be on the calendar in 2027 and 2028, I'm sure they'll never renew the contract because they can't race there for 2 years. Sky Sports don't know about F1 Fixed. No, they do not. And as I say, they never will. They never will, because, as I say, they just can't. They just, you know, imagine if all their message services were open. They'd get millions a day, wouldn't they, of messages? How the hell are you going to go through all that lot? You can't do. So, yeah, it's better just to have it all closed off, because I've seen a lot of them. I think Martin Brundle, his Instagram, I think he's on Facebook as well. You can't directly send him a message because that's the way it's got to be, isn't it? Because as I say, otherwise people will send millions of messages a day. Caledonia line up. Channel 4 doesn't know about it fixed. No, they don't. BBC Radio 5 Live doesn't know about it fixed. He's getting closer. BBC Radio 4 Longwave doesn't know about it fixed. You know, I think that would be the ideal platform for Jimmy Fix It. BBC Radio 4 Longwave. Yes, yes. I'm sure you'll get a lot of viewers on there because, as we know, Longwave is the way to go. Forget your fancy FM. Forget your fancy medium wave, in fact. All right, it's not as good as FM, but medium wave is... No, long wave is the way to go. Is the way to go. You get that special kind of audio quality with long wave. You really do. That special kind of quality with long wave. Anyway, that's it, everyone. The timer has gone off. We've got a lot of messages from Shane here. Helium Trophy's going off the plot as well. He's passed me in the second. Caterham now needs 1,000 comments for... Also, Scotland, typical weather day. Pissing down of rain, yes. He'd need more comments. Dave's alarm has gone off. Yes, it has. Before 2008, we have had a 4-1 season without a night race. Don't you just love the close-up of Sinbad? Yes, I do, Shane. 2007 was the last time you could run a race without headlights. Yes. Nintendo. If you do, Dave, what do you love about the close? No tier list show due to citizens not being there. No, Dave can't look at that or else DreamWorks will take down the stream. That's it. They will. Back when the Conservatives were probably centre-right and not loony right-wing. That's true. Very true. Very true indeed. So you can't mention the things you love about... No, I can't, Shane, no. Here you've heard... Imagine the fixed party. Oh, God. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? Consistent if nothing else. Dave's still looking for comments. Will F1 gaming domination is fixed. Pretty, you know... Since you love... Yeah. Sinbad. He's on Instagram, but rarely on... He's on Instagram, but rarely on there. Yeah. Fixed long wave. That needs to be a thing, you know. Fixed on the long wave. Yes. F1 gains places will be here for a while. We're almost finished. What do you think of the... Wells. Oh, here he is. Will's come back. Wells' me trousers. TB naked. Right, that's it, everyone. Time's up. Time's up. Time's up. I'm hitting the top fans button any second now. And I've done it. I've done it. Wow, only 5 people in the chat tonight. I don't know where Mr. Scissor Sisters has been because I did send him a message on Facebook about the stream, but has he seen the message? Let me hang on a minute. Has he seen the message? Yes, he has seen the message. Right, that's it then. He's in big trouble if he comes back here next week. Okay then, here is. Where's it gone? There it is. There is only 5 tonight. Only 5 in the top 5. Well, I think we had 10 last week, didn't we? Here we go. I must be losing my sex appeal. Here we go then. Here is tonight's top fans. And I've got to scroll it quite high up the list. Hello? Where are you? Where are you? Hello? Hello? Is there anyone there? Hello? Ah, there we go. Right. At number 5 it is... Oh, it's Mr. Rugara. Oh, wowzers me trousers. Number 4 is... It's Helium Trophy. On to the top 3, everyone. Podium positions. The first podium position goes to... It's Shane Coburn 2023. So, in second place, it's Caledonia F1, which means the winner of tonight's Top Fans is Mr. Will F1. Yes, well done to Will. Absolutely nothing to do with the donations I received tonight. No. The Top Fans is a completely fair and Don't tell Mr. Fix It, otherwise we could be in real big trouble here. But anyway, there you go. Mr. Will is this week's Top Fan. Fantastic. We're done. 5 joined. Only 5 joined because it's Monaco. Yeah, that's true. Say the line, Will. He's scrolling up. Shane Corburn's like the second greatest of all time. There you go. We are finished. Thank you, everyone, tonight for joining me. All 5 of you. Who stuck with me. Yes. Who else are we missing? Go to the start. Oh, Mr. Plynor Plessy's not here as well. You know what it is? Yeah, it's because I was on yesterday. You know what they say? Too much of Hookster is not a good thing. Yeah, it's because I was on yesterday doing the F126 thing. They've said, no, I'm not prepared to dedicate 4 hours of my life this week to the Hookster. That's what they've said. They've said 2 hours and that's it. That's all we need. So that's why they haven't turned up tonight. So all you lot out there, you lot are the true fans. Yes, forget about your sisters. You're the true fans. Yes, that's what it is. Well done to all of you tonight. Lionel Plessy was not here either. No, he wasn't. No, as I say, probably he was in my stream yesterday when I was doing the F126. So he was in there. So as I say, too much Hookster is not good for you. No, it's not good for you. That's what they say. Anyway, on that note, thank you. Loads of Hookster. Yes. Too much. Hookster overload. That's what it is. Hookster overload. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me tonight, everyone. You have been awesome as always. I'll just go to the top fans. I'm pretty sure I can remember 5 names, but I'll do it anyway. Thanks to Mr. Regard. Thanks to Helium Trophy. Thanks to Shane. And I hope you enjoyed my little session with your favourite there, Mr. Helium Trophy. I hope you enjoyed that. Next week, if you're good, sounds like being at school again, doesn't it? Next week, if you're good, I'll read you a story. Next week, I might do your other one that you suggested. Yes. I can't scroll up the chat, but next week, if you're here, Mr. Helium Trophy, then tell me your other favourite, and we'll look them up as well, because it's all for scientific research, as we all know. It's all for scientific research. So thank you for Mr. Helium, Mr. Regard, Shane as well. Shane the legend, legendary Shane. We're going to call you now, Shane. Yes, and of course Mr. Caledonia F1, also a legend. But of course we cannot forget the greatest Yorkshireman currently in existence is Mr. Will F1. He is number 1 of the table, and the moaning Yorkshireman, Mr. Josh Stocks, is currently sitting at number 59 on the most popular Yorkshireman in England. It's not good, is it? 59. He's really got to step up his game, I think, to get back up to the top step. 59. And do you know who 58 is? Yeah, that's right. Peter Sutcliffe. That's not a good look, is it? That's not a good look. He's really got to pull his socks up. Yeah, pull his socks up if he wants to get back to that top spot, because Will's done it, so anyone can do it. There you go. Anyway, that's it from me. Oh, here he is, Mr. Plynor Plessy. He's come in right at the end. He forgot you were live. Oh, no, Mr. Plessy. See you next time then. Yes, thank you. Thanks for joining. And he's probably sent 2 messages. He's probably jumped up the table. Oh no, he's still in last. We're all right. You calling me legendary? Yes, Shane, I'm calling you legendary. Yes, thank you, Mr. Plynor Plessy, the master of merriment, the master of mirth. He did turn up at the end. as I said, it was probably because I did the stream yesterday that, too much of Hookster it's not a good thing. Not a good thing. Plus, he forgot to set his alarm, yeah. There you go. Anyway, thanks, everyone. Monaco Grand Prix. Enjoy the Grand Prix. I'll be back for the usual statistics table of the qualifying results and the race results during the weekend of Monaco. And, of course, the All Seasons will be on its usual Saturday time slot. Thank you very much, everyone, from me. And Mr. TB the bear, everyone's favourite teddy bear. Yes. I'm off with TB now to perform some fellatio, aren't we? Yeah. He says you can't say that on YouTube. Well, clearly you can say whatever you like on YouTube because they just don't care anymore, do they? No, they do not care. No. So we can say what we like, can't we? Yes. Say what we like. Anyway, YouTube, TB's going to bed and so am I. So the teddy, yes, the teddy. So thank you everyone, awesome as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Why you could? Because you are Shane. You don't. If you're being called legendary, there's no explanation needed. You are just legendary. There you go, Shane Legendary Coburn 2023. There you go. You need to put that in your username now, Shane. Okay, put a little space after the E now, and you put Shane Legendary Coburn 2023. There you go. There you go. Mr. Regara agrees with me. There you go. Put it in your name now, Shane. Shane Legendary Coburn 2023. Do you know why I do that? Shane Legendary Coburn. Okay, I'm bloody out of here now. Thanks everyone. You've been awesome as always, and I'll say I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you, Shane. Legendary Cobain 2023. God, what a nutter I am. What a nutter I am. Where's the stop streaming button? Oh, there it is. Helium bag in 5th. Yes. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye. Well, it happens. Oh, I just got in. I just saw that before I cut the stream. Well, it happens. It surely does. And on that